This is my. Well, I made. Okay, I didn't have a script for this, but I made a while back. A while back, I made an S22 Ultra review, and well, there were some gaps in the holes, and as I can say, there were lots of things I didn't cover. So I'm putting more things in this video. Plus, out of the two phones at the moment that are the best, which ones would be the best? Number one would be. Now we have the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Most people have this phone at the moment. You might have the Pro, you might have the Max. So I'm displaying everything this phone has at the moment that we all know. So, if you want to get this phone, there's 5 colors. No wait, there's 4 colors: gold, graphite, Sierra blue, and we have silver. Whatever is your choice. Every recording or doing anything with the phone, there is a storage limit. There is 128 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes, and a terabyte. The sensors, it has an I don't know how to say this. Accelerometer meter, ambient light sensor, proximity sensor, digital compass, magnetometer, barometer, and a gyro sensor. There are 2 SIM slots for your normal work, and you have this is for your everyday SIM card and your work ethic one. The weight is 848 ounces, so this phone is it's not heavy enough. This phone came out in September 2021. The width of it is 3.1. The RAM is 6 gigabytes. Pixel density is 448 pixel density. Height is 6.3. Depth 3.3. The broadband generation, the 5G. Quad band with wireless charging, MagSafe included. Operation system, iOS. Body material, stainless steel and glass. Number of cores, 6. Screen size, 6.7. Width, 3.1, and it's just repeating itself again. The reason I show this is for if you want a phone that is powerful, this is a powerful phone for anything. If you're asking, what is the maximum type of quality for a video is a 12 megapixel. It has a 12 megapixel camera, 2 megapixel. I don't remember the rest. I'm sorry, making a review and to do anything about this, but the camera quality is, and what I've seen it is pretty much good quality for a $1,000 phone. The main chip that is controlling this is the A15 Bionic chip. The reason I'm talking about this chipset because the Samsung has 2 chips. We'll get to this later. So, this phone, if you get it, it won't be that much. It's a powerful phone per se. The reason I showed the release date is if you want to get the newest iPhone. The the reason I showed also the screen size if you want a big phone, because if you don't want one, well, you can get a 13 mini. The colors, your preference. The reason I also showed the RAM is how powerful this thing is. Is it fast? Is it slow? How powerful it is. The reason I put weight, because if you want something light, well, this phone will be pretty much heavy. So if you don't want a heavy phone, well, you can get this phone, but it'll be heavy. Now up to the Samsung. This, well, the Galaxy S22 Ultra 5G is a beefy, powerful phone. For the cameras, it has a 108 megapixel wide camera, a 10 megapixel telephoto camera, 3 times optical zoom, 10 megapixel periscope camera, 10 times optical zoom. For the selfie camera is 40p 4 megapixel wide camera, the 12 megapixel ultra wide, and this will be the first Galaxy phone with an S Pen built in. The S21 Ultra has a pen, but you have to buy you have to get an accessory just to use the pen. This phone the height is 7.8. So, if you want a tall phone, you get it. It's the same height as the Note 20 Plus from 2019. This phone has dynamic AMOLED, 120 refresh rate, HDR10 plus, and 1500 nits at its peak. So this phone is bright. This phone has, if you get the normal 828, you have a 12 gigabyte RAM. The 251, the same, 12 RAM. But if you get the more expensive model, the much beefier one, the 512, you have a 16 gigabyte RAM. Sorry. This phone will also have a 5,000 milliamp power battery. So this phone, if you take good care of it, it'll last you for around a whole day or two. And if you're using it less and less, not a lot, this will last you 3 days with a single charge if you treat it perfectly. As you can see in the sides, you see 2 chipsets. Because if you live in America, you get the Snapdragon Gen 1 8. Wait, is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. This is the most powerful Snapdragon at the moment. And this is a real beefy chipset. But if you live in Europe or any place else, you get the Samsung Exynos 2200. As you hear, well, the Exynos Samsung one has been slower and weaker if you have lived in Europe for a long time. But this year will be the first time that it might compete the Snapdragon with real good service. And this phone on launch day will have the Android 12, One UI 4.1. Now, as my opinions of it, if you're getting this phone for the Note reasons, because this phone is a successor of the Note, you're completely fine with it. But if you're a Galaxy user that doesn't want the pen, well, you can get the generic the S22 normal. This year, I don't know, it will cost less or more than last year, but those are your options. And my final graph. Oh dear, I had this whole thing. Now, as we have a comparison, in your opinion, as now what I've said, which one at the moment is the most powerfulest one? Well, for battery at least, the most powerfulest one battery would be the iPhone 11, iPhone 13 Pro Max. For the most powerful, for any colors, well, we have Phantom Black, Green, Phantom White, and the new rose gold thingy, Burgundy. Yeah. They both support 5G. But if you want strong RAM on a strong phone, pick this one if you want a fast, beefy phone. If you want a really good camera setup or anything good with cameras, go with the Samsung one. And if you want a good chipset or anything, I haven't used an iPhone a lot, so if you have both, if you have ever used an Android or an Apple, it is really mixed about this. So it's up to your choice. But which is the tallest phone? The height for this one is 6.3, and for the Samsung is, as we said, the 6.8. It's a tall phone, as you can see. So, which is the lightest? I'm just picking straws at this point. I don't know what I'm doing. Now, if you want, in my opinion, which is the best phone at the moment, for me is the S22 Ultra. Well, in my opinion, you can pick any opinion you want. So, there you go. Thank you for coming by to Mr. Tech. I'll see you guys next time. Adios.